We watch movies from dawn to dusk to dawn during the midnight hour as the crow flies like spies on a lonely highway, like thieves of darkness. We watch by the glow of our TV screen. Dana and Steve, the watchers of all that creep and scatter into pitch black corners and tangled webs. If it oozes or bleeds, if it screams and pleads, we watch, speaking in hushed whispers about the delights of all things unspeakable. We watch movies from dawn to dusk to dawn during the midnight hour as the crow flies.
Hey everybody, I wasn't sure if it was recording, so now I think it's recording. But anyway, we haven't done one of these for a few weeks, so I asked Steve if we could do a we watch movies.
And I said
To-
no.
No, you didn't. Don't listen to him, everybody. He's in bed again. I think he's been in bed for the last. This is like the third one we did, and he's been
I'm
in bed.
bedridden.
I hope not. But anyway, we're going to attempt to talk about some of the movies that we've watched the last few 2-3 weeks since we did one of these. So, Steve, do you want to go first or?
Sure.
Okay, so go ahead.
I watched the new Better Tomorrow trilogy. I watched the first one in 4K. It's pretty amazing how much they cleaned them up, cleaned that one up in general. It's one of my first John Woo movies that I saw. So it's still
Holds up.
As I remember, the only thing I have before was the Arrow or the Anchor Bay DVD, but that's it. I can't.
Okay. Well, I didn't watch that with Steve, so I can't really comment on that.
No comment.
But I've got a heck of a list of movies here, and I can't really see them because it's dark in here, but I'm trying. Well, I didn't want Steve to have to turn the lamp on in here. And we're going to turn over the lamp on Steve's head. But I finished up my Pete Walker slasher series, Psycho Road Trip. And so I'm going to try to in bulk
You
talk.
won some awards for that series. Didn't
No,
you?
I didn't. Steve's just trying to be
Come here,
silly.
baby.
But real quickly, a rundown on the last few of these that I did. One was The Confessional, which it's also known as The House of Mortal Sin. It's about a crazy priest who is in love, I guess, with this one young woman. And so he basically wants to do away with everybody around her that could possibly corrupt her. And so that's basically in a nutshell what The Confessional is about. Pretty decent movie, got some pretty decent kills in it. Schizo is another, that is my all-time favorite Pete Walker slasher. Schizo concerns an ice skater who's going to marry a guy that makes carpets. He's some rich guy that owns a factory that makes carpet and rugs and stuff like that. But when she was a little girl, she claims she saw her mother's boyfriend kill her, stab her to death, and apparently he was never arrested for it, or he just got out of. Steve was recording Brink and he's playing back where I was talking. But anyway, I think he did go to prison, but he just got out and he's staying in a what do you call them?
Halfway house.
I don't know if it's a halfway house. It's like for homeless people.
A homeless shelter.
A homeless shelter, but don't they sometimes call them something else?
I don't know.
But anyway,
Luckily, I don't know.
We'll call it a homeless shelter. But he, for some reason, and I don't want to give it away in case you haven't seen Schizo.
Give it away now.
He's yeah, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ain't they the one that did that song? But anyway, he keeps showing up around Samantha and scaring her and stuff. But again, I don't want to give away the twist, but there's a lot of blood. This is probably one of Pete Walker's bloodiest films, if I have to be honest, even of his slashers. The Comeback was another one I watched. I had been told for a long time to watch The Comeback, and I guess I did watch it, but this is the first time I really paid attention to it. It's about a singer who hasn't really had any award-winning songs in a while, and so his manager tells him to go out into the English countryside and stay at this house, which the caretakers, one of them is Sheila Keith, who Sheila Keith was in a ton of Pete Walker films. But he keeps seeing stuff and nobody else sees it. Like he sees a corpse. He keeps seeing a corpse. He hears a woman screaming. People around him are disappearing and everybody thinks he's crazy. Nobody, believes him. But this is probably my second favorite Pete Walker film after Schizo. Because it's a little more gory than some of them. And you've got these gruesome corpses that keep appearing and reappearing at will, kind of. House of the Long Shadows. Have you seen House of the Long Shadows, Steve?
Not in a long time.
Okay. Do you remember anything about it? Do you remember if you liked it or not?
I can't remember.
I was surprised when I realized that was a Pete Walker film.
It was a Cannon movie, too.
Yeah, it was a Cannon movie, so it's a little more goofy than some of these other ones. But you had Peter Cushing's in it, Vincent Price is in it, Christopher Lee's in it. I'm trying to remember if I'm forgetting anybody.
John Carradine.
Yeah, John Carradine's in it as well. In the latter part of his career. Actually, it was the latter part of a lot of these guys' career. And Desi Arnaz Jr. is in this too, playing the writer who bets his agent that he can write something like Wuthering Heights in like a night or two. So he makes a bet with his agent. I forget how much money's involved, but I think it's like $20,000 bet. And so he ends up going to this house, what do they call it? Ballwaith Manor or something like that. And craziness ensues, all kinds of, like I said, it's a Cannon movie, and like Steve said, it's a Cannon movie, so it's a little more on the goofy side. But it does have some gory parts in it, I will say that. It's a decent film. So that's the Pete Walker stuff that I watched in the past few weeks, and I'll turn it back over to you, Steve.
I watched the new Predator Badlands, and it was by the same guy who made the one for Hulu called Prey, which is really good.
Did I watch that one with you?
Yeah, but it's been a few years. And it's a PG-13 one, which people were upset, but the main thing, there's really no human characters in this film. It's all aliens and synthetics. So they said they could have blood, but it just couldn't be red. So
Kind of like Evil Dead 2 with Sam Raimi. They said you can have the blood in it, but it can't be red.
so they would, these synthetics were getting ripped apart. So, it, but it was I liked it. It was, a very fast paced story, and it's the first Predator movie where a predator is pretty much the lead character, not a human or anything like that. So, and as far as I heard, it's one of the high. It is the highest grossing Predator movie of all time. So,
Really, even more than the first
you'd be
one.
surprised that. I mean, as far as I remember, but it's not as big as you would think it is to be the highest one of Predator, the box office. But either way, it's good. The story's good. I mean, it's just and it sets itself up to be more a sequel of some type. So we'll see. But I liked it. I'll definitely get it when it comes out on 4K, more than likely.
Okay. So I've also been doing a series called Celluloid Trash, where I watch movies taken from the books Awful Awesome. There are 2 volumes to that. And so some of these movies I've seen before, some of them I've never seen.
I wish I'd never seen.
Well, yeah, there's a few that I wish I didn't watch, but I watched it for this series so that you guys and gals don't have to.
Yeah.
But I went back and I rewatched TerrorVision again.
Yeah.
No, TerrorVision, and Things, which
There's
Things.
like 4 movies. 4. There's
Well, this is the Things that
I know.
Joe Bob showed
Yes,
on
I
the
know.
last drive-in.
I know. I know.
But TerrorVision, of course, I love. Diane Franklin's on it. Garrett Graham's on it. Mary Warnoff is on
Diane Franklin is a distant relative of Ben Franklin.
Is that for real, or are you just saying that?
To say if it's real or not.
Well, whatever. But Steve used to, I don't know if he does or not, but he used to be really enamored of Diane Franklin.
Well,
especially in this one movie where she's walking around naked.
Just Lucky.
Is that what it's called?
Or Second Time Lucky or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, Steve said she's walking around stark naked.
Well, they play like different characters or something, and it's like takes place. I guess she's Eve or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember now.
Who's Adam?
I don't know.
But anyway, TerrorVision in a nutshell is about a family headed up by Garrett Graham who get this, at least for the time period, this high-end satellite system. But what happens is the high-end satellite system happens to intercept some kind of alien invasion, and soon this alien creature is showing up, plus zombies are showing up and things like that come out of their TV now. And they eat Grandpa, and they cause a lot of other havoc with the family. But I think TerrorVision's a fun little film. What do you think, Steve? You've seen it, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Now, Things, on the other hand...
It's all
right. Things, I don't know if Things is a movie that everybody needs to see. Things is an acquired taste, because basically what it concerns is this man who is obsessed with having a child with his wife. I guess he wants an heir to his throne or something. I don't know. So he forces his poor wife to undergo some kind of experimental treatment to help her become more fertile. And she ends up dying because of it. And he doesn't, like, at first he's upset, but then his Barry J. Gillis, who is the main creator of this movie, plays his brother, and him and his buddy come over, and they're goofy as all get out, and he just acts like his wife is not dead in the other room. you know, because of him.
Yeah.
And they say, I wonder what kind of food my brother has in the cabinet. And they're, you know, and then his brother comes out and says, what are you doing? We just come to hang out, you know, and it's just really goofy. Plus, the fact that Steve's telling me to go on with this, his wife, I guess, did manage to give birth to these things. That's where the things title comes from. So you got a bunch of little critters running around. Not a very good film, but you can watch it at least one time just if you're curious about what an awful film it is. But I'll turn it back over to you, Steve.
Well, I guess I'll go watch Saturday.
Well, yesterday is when you watched.
Yeah, Saturday. I watched the new 4K of Dark City, which
But it was okay. I had never seen it before.
Which is it looks very, very good. Arrow put it out, and then I couldn't find it for sale other than Arrow, so I got it. One thing about Arrow is if you buy it directly from them, you get points, and you can use your points for. They'll take to take. I think one time I got $10 taken off my bill because of the points. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a while back because I don't rarely buy from directly, but yeah, I would definitely. If you like, it's from the director of The Crow.
I think this was a better movie than The Crow.
Well,
in my
it definitely
opinion.
didn't have the tragedy behind it, so though it is a kind of a melancholy kind of a movie, but it's very cool. So I would recommend it if you want to see it. Though if I had to do it over, if we still had renter stores, I probably would have just rented it on 4K to watch it.
If there was still a Wild and Woolly around or something.
Because I mean, it may be a couple years before I pull it out again, but it's good.
Okay, I enjoyed it too. Like the parts I saw of it, like the last part of it, I really sat down and watched it, or last quarter of it, or whatever. And I don't know why I had never watched this movie because I didn't even know what it was about really. But once I sat down there and started watching it with Steve, it was really interesting. And Jennifer Connelly's in it also. And Kiefer Sutherland. I didn't know Kiefer Sutherland was on it either. But anyway, to go back to the films that I've been doing for Celluloid Trash, another couple of films that I went back and rewatched was Eyeball and The Love Butcher, which I'll tell you, The Love Butcher is an experience in and of itself, isn't it, Steve? Steve actually owns a Blu-ray of this, I think.
Yeah.
Because I watched his Blu-ray, and Eyeball isn't that
Lindsay.
Lindsay, yeah. Umberto Lindsay did Eyeball, and I guess it's a giallo that you would call it. And I had forgotten that I had just seen that not very long ago. I think me and Steve watched it.
Right, no, it's been long. It's not been like just...
But you basically have a killer who is killing women and taking their eyeballs, hence the title Eyeball. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's super gory. And the twist is really not that like ooh ah kind of twist, but it's I guess it's a mid-level giallo for me.
Mid-level.
Now The Love Butcher is a crazy ass movie about a gardener who he's okay, but apparently he must have a split personality. It kind of reminds me of Tourist Trap a little bit. Only I think Tourist Trap might be a little bit better movie. Because apparently the gardener guy, has a split personality. And he turns into his brother, who's this suave, sexy guy that goes around having sex with women and then killing them. But do you remember very much about the Love Butcher, Steve?
No.
Okay. So those were another couple that I watched. Now, The Love Butcher, I liked it better this time around. And Eyeball, I liked it about the same. Eyeball's not one, if I think of Jallows, it's not going to be one I'm just going, ooh, I'm going to jump out there and watch that one again right away because, like I said, it's just mid level. So, back to you, Steve.
I got a 4K steelbook of the called I think it's from 2008 or something called Wanted. With
This one was better than I realized, too.
It's from a Russian director who did a couple of movies called Night Watch and then Day Watch. So those movies were pretty visual and stuff, but it's about the world of assassins but they're have super. This is based on a graphic novel where it had like superhero kind of overtones, but these people are not. But I don't know. It looks good, definitely, and the steelbook's kind of cool. I think I got it during the sales they had, so I was able to get it at a decent price.
And this was, I didn't think this movie was about assassins and stuff like that. I don't know what I thought it was about, but I had never watched it, so I watched the majority of it with Steve this time. And, it has Angelina Jolie is in it. Chris Pratt's in it as an asshole.
It does.
Morgan Freeman's in it.
That's true.
Is there anybody else I'm forgetting that's big names?
James McAvoy, who was in some of the X-Men movies.
He plays the main guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I enjoyed it. I would recommend Wanted if you haven't seen it. Steve, do you have any more that you want to talk about?
I watched one more on YouTube. Some people were talking about martial arts movies, and they were talking about this one. They said the fight choreography was good, but the story was kind of crappy, and it was real low budget. It's called Die Fighting, and I don't know where these people are from. It's like 3 of them are French sounding. This one guy sounds French, but his last name's Garcia. But
okay.
And anyway, they're stuntmen trying to make it in Hollywood, and the main guy gets a call, and it basically says, "Hey, we have your wife, and you need to rob this armored car," and then it sets up fights and stuff. The guy on the phone is telling him what to do, and it's basically saying that he's filming all this with all these hidden cameras to make a movie. It was all right.
Just for a one-time watch or something like
More
that.
than likely it'll be a one-time watch, but you never know. I may hold on to it for a while and see.
Well, I'm going to go through these last few really quickly because I know Steve wants to go to Betty by, or he wants to get relaxed and doesn't want me to have this sound recorder in his face for a long time. But The Uninvited was another one that I watched for Celluloid Trash, or I rewatched it, I should say, about the cat that gets a hold of some alien intelligence and goes crazy on people on a cruise ship, and it's got George Kennedy on it. So how can you go wrong when it's got George Kennedy on it?
Easily.
Right, Steve?
Pretty easily.
No. You like George Kennedy, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just basically a goopy, slimy monster type movie. Right, Steve? You remember Uninvited, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So these last few are a mixture of Christmas horror movies and Christmas related comedy movies, and I'm going to go through them real quick because probably everybody has seen these. One of them's not a movie, it's just a cartoon, but Pranks, aka The Dorm That Dripped Blood, aka Death Dorm, that Steve had on Blu-ray that he bought at one of the conventions uh, for a long time, and he told me he didn't know why he bought it, so he ended up giving it to me. So for like the last 2 or 3 years, I've kind of owned it. So, um, what do you think of Prank, Steve? Do you like it or no?
That's all right. It's just kind of.
The special effects are great in it, I think.
It just seems kind of weird.
Okay, but it's your basic stalk and slash with a Christmas theme. These people are staying behind over the Christmas holidays. I don't know why you'd want to do this, but they're tearing down one of the dorms, and they've got to get all this equipment cleaned out and then sell it all off, basically. So there's 4 kids that stay behind. Daphne Zuniga's in this for half a second before, she's dispatched. Spoiler alert there. But it was probably one of the first things that Daphne Zuniga was in. You like Daphne Zuniga? I think she's really pretty.
She's okay.
She's actually going to be in another film that I'm going to talk about. So,
Not in here.
yeah, I'm going to talk about it. The Sure Thing. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it quick. So, if you haven't seen Pranks, then I'd say go try to find it for free version, because it's worth a watch. I think it's got, in my opinion, it's got really good special effects, including this guy getting drilled in the back of his head with a hand drill. Don't Open Till Christmas is probably another one a lot of people have seen, where a crazy guy is killing guys dressed like Santa Claus. Me and Steve did a commentary for it, a few years ago. So I need to get some of these commentaries that I don't think Steve gave to me, so I can put them on Commentary Chaos. I'm going to see if he's got any more hidden away anywhere. Stop, Steve. I watched a Charlie Brown Christmas, which is about a 25 minute cartoon. The Peanuts Gang. I guess it was the first Charlie Brown Christmas. It's Christmas Time Again, Charlie Brown as well, that I think is included on my Charlie Brown Christmas. If you love the Peanuts, you'll love this. And the last 2 are The Sure Thing, which was the other film that has Daphne Zuniga in it. Also has my man John Cusack in it. Now, I know some people say John Cusack's a little bit of a butthole. Steve has even said that, but I like him in the old movies that he was in. I can't help it. And I also like him in things like High Fidelity. But he plays a college student in this. Anthony Edwards plays his friend in it. And it's one of those typical 80s, I almost said slasher, but 80s college comedies, where John Cusack sees Daphne Zuniga, and her name's Allison, and he just falls head over heels in love with her, and he pursues her most of the movie. They end up going to see their respective people for Christmas in LA, and get into all kinds of mishaps, and craziness ensues, and romance ensues, and all kinds of things. But I love The Sure Thing. What do you think about The Sure Thing, Steve? Have you seen it?
I have, but I don't remember.
Okay. So the last one I want to talk about does have a Christmas theme interwoven into it. But it also has romance in it, and that's When Harry Met Sally, with Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal. My cousin Heather introduced me to When Harry Met Sally when she was in college, and I went to visit her, and I had never seen When Harry Met Sally at that time. And she showed it to me, and that fast became one of my favorite movies. It tells the tale of Harry and Sally, who meet each other when they're in college. They drive across the United States, basically, and they go back and forth between liking and not liking each other. And romance wins out overall at the end of the film. This is probably not a guy film, is it, Steve?
No.
Have you seen When Harry Met Sally?
Yes.
Okay. Both of these were directed by Rob Reiner, aka Meathead from All in the Family. But Rob Reiner did some great films. He did these. He did Stand By Me. He did This Is Spinal Tap, didn't he? Which I still need to see. This Is Spinal Tap. But Rob Reiner did some great films over the years. And I guess that is it. That's what Steve gets for making me wait so long to do a We Watch Movies. I have a whole freaking list of movies to talk about. Anything else that you want to say, Steve?
No.
Okay. Steve wants me to get out of here and let him rest so we can turn the light off and all that stuff. But I want to thank you guys and gals for listening to this. What is this? Our 7th or 8th episode of We Watch Movies. And hopefully we'll be back. If not before Christmas, then just after Christmas, and we'll be talking about more movies that we watched. Y'all take care, and we'll be talking to everybody next time. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Steve.
Bye.